Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another speed build, another apartment renovation. I am renovating 131221 Chic Street in the fashion district of San Myshuno today, and this is going to be for an influencer. It's kind of inspired by a lot of rooms I see on TikTok, a lot of apartments I see there, and also the Pastel pop kit, which I feel like I see a lot of those items on TikTok. So that is what we're working with here today. I wanted to use a few items from that kit and really pull together this like cute pastel apartment, and I really like how it came out. So I hope you will enjoy it as well. One of my favorite things that I did was actually combine this shelf over here into these counters on the side of the kitchen. I was originally thinking I was going to make that space into a sort of like laundry space, but I didn't end up putting any laundry machines there. I just put that shelf, which I think looks really cool. And then we're just trying to figure out the cabinetry in here. And where I have that tall cabinet now is actually where I'm going to be putting the fridge. And I put some shelves on the other side of the upper cabinets, which I think works really nice. There is quite a bit of clutter in here, but it's not overly cluttered. I feel like I do that a lot, but I was trying to just make some choices on some of the cute items we have in the game and make this a very aesthetically pleasing apartment. If you do like this and you would like to download it, it will be available on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You could also find it under the hashtag MissGryphi, and that information will also be in the description down below as well. The color scheme in this apartment is really mostly blue, yellow, and pink. Right now, there's no pink, but the pink is going to come in very strong once we get to the living space. But I love how this kitchen came out. Really, the flowers on the side of that bookcase are so cute. And I don't typically use that swatch of it. I usually use like the black or the white one if I use that bookcase. Oh, and this was one of my favorite things too. I scaled down a island counter so I could custom place this microwave in the bottom shelf of that shelf, and I just thought it was perfect. Something about that little pink microwave in that space I thought was so cute, and it made me unreasonably happy. So anyway, getting our cutting boards, I also have that really bright yellow plant over on the other counter, and figuring out what other clutter I want to have over here. I thought having some colorful dishes made sense for this space, and I just like to use the dish racks anyway because it's a very realistic item to have. And I was able to fit a coffee pot on that counter as well. And I will be adding some like cups and stuff over there, some mugs from the Everyday Clutter kit to make it look like it's being used. I at first placed them here, but I will be moving them over to that counter instead. And the swatches that are on these mugs were just so perfect for this particular apartment. I was quite happy with it. I also got some more up on this upper shelf, and there's some plates and stuff up here, and I will be lowering the bottom or lowering the top shelf so there isn't as much space between them, but I just have some coffee and some pasta up there. Those are both from Debug, so if you don't recognize them, that is where they are from. They're just from gameplay. I actually don't know where the pasta is technically from. I think it's like when kids make their little pasta like pictures on the art table, maybe. I'm not sure, but the coffee is when they're filling up the coffee pot. That's the bag they hold, so that is what that is. But just decorating this corner counter, the one where I have the cutting boards, I keep empty so your Sims can actually go ahead and prep food there and not have a problem, whereas all the other counters are pretty much full. And then I just got a little chalkboard over here because it felt too empty. Also, this space didn't feel full and cluttered up enough, so I actually grabbed this shelf from the Cool Kitchen pack and I kind of shoved it underneath the cabinets and added that little area with some more like spices and stuff. I just think it really fills out the space. And here you can see the pink is coming into play. I used this swirly rug from the Pastel pop kit and I thought it was so pretty. I also used a couple of ottomans from Snowy Escape and of course the new couch from Growing Together. And I just think it all tied together really nicely. I was happy how these packs worked together. I also decided to use the bottom shelf on this lamp. This lamp is from Tiny Living and there's not actually a slot on it, but I thought it'd be really cute to add a plant down there and of course bring in some more of that pink. So I have these cherry blossoms from Snowy Escape, which I thought was really cute. I haven't done that too often. I always wished that was a slot, but maybe I will start using it more often and slotting things in there on my own using the red shelf, which you will have seen me just use. If you're not familiar with that item, it is a piece of custom content that I use that I don't leave in my game, so you don't have to have custom content for my builds to work. I just use it to help me place items more precisely. And if you are interested in using it for yourself, I do have a tutorial on it in the description down below, as well as a link to where you can download it. It's a super helpful mod. I love it so much. So if you're ever curious what that is what it is. Anyway, over here, I have figured out a cat tree, which I thought was really cute for this space. That one is from the My First Pet stuff pack. And I thought it was just a really cute idea to have a cat in this space. I don't know what it was about this area, but I was like, this person has a cat. But I did forget until pretty much the end of the build to add anything else for the cat. I just added the cat tree, and then I was like, oh, maybe they need some food or a place to go to the bathroom or like a bed. So all of those things come later. I did forget about it, but I do remember before I finish this build, which is A+. Anyway, over here I'm just adding some cute wall art from Snowy Escape before heading on into the bedroom space, and I opted for this bed from high school years. It is so cute. And I've only used it a couple of times before, but this swatch is just adorable, and it was the perfect pastel vibes that I had in the rest of the apartment. Although the colors in here are a little bit softer, but I thought that was fine since it's supposed to be a relaxing space. This is where you're going to go and sleep. So I liked that, and I paired it with the rug that came with the infant update. It has some really nice swatches. I'm primarily going to be using it in kids' rooms, but I thought in this apartment it worked so nicely. I have it in here, and I also have it in the cloud swatch in the kitchen, and it's just an adorable rug that I'm so happy to have. I love when we get adorable items like that you can use in a lot of spaces. This lamp is another one of those with the fox on it. It's just so cute, so I needed to use that in this space. And I also struggled with what kind of artwork to put in here, but I figured it out in the end. And then I made a makeshift vanity over here with this end table from Pastel Pop and a little mirror that actually came with the clutter kit. I'm so happy to have that. I think it is adorable. And then I just got like another mirror on the wall, a bookcase, and some artwork. I painted the walls so many times in this area. I couldn't decide what I wanted them to be, but I do figure it out in the end. And I do end up having a wallpaper behind the bed as like an accent wall, which I thought worked so nicely. It ends up being the one from Paranormal. And I thought the clothing rack in here would be really nice as well. I was kind of imagining the sim was a influencer for maybe like fashion or something like that, either on TikTok or one of the Sims social media platforms. I can't think of what they're called right now. There's a bunch of them in the game. Simstagram, is that one of them? Or was that what we've just called it on our own? I'm not sure. There's a bunch of like different, Social Bunny. There you go. There's one of them. I was thinking that this sim was a bit of a fashion influencer. So that was the idea behind it. And there was that wallpaper I was talking about. I think that floral pattern is just so pretty, but very subtle. So I thought it worked nicely in this space. And then we are heading on into the bathroom using the new shower tub combo because I can't help myself and I love it so much. And I have this really pretty like pastel blue tile on the floor also from the new pack. And then I grabbed some of these towels from the new pack as well and some like pretty pink swatches. One of them has dinosaurs on it, but that's okay. Like you can have a dinosaur towel as an adult. I would love that. I actually don't know where to buy fun towels. All of my towels are gray, which I've come to realize recently. All of my things are gray, and I've always just thought that was a me thing, but no, it's millennial gray. I just learned about that on TikTok, which I feel like is applicable in a TikTok apartment, because I think that's what I'm calling this, because it's either going to be influencer or TikTok apartment, because it's really inspired by both of those things. But anyway, I'm just adding some more clutter in here. We have that little like plastic drawer of accessories and stuff I put up on the sink. And then I really wanted to put this little cabinet in here, and I figure out a place for it. And then that's when I realized I didn't add any of the cat stuff. So it goes away, so I can add a litter box instead. But I used the really cute one, so it's okay. I'm not mad about it. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this build. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the screenshots. Bye everyone.